طبعا أنا جهزت I prepared for you a file about the themes of this novel. Okay, my students, these are the themes of the novel Tom Sawyer. Number one of these themes is sentimentality and realism. Sentimentality and realism. Can you read to us, Mr. Mudar, please, here? From here.
Okay. In Write About Village of St. Petersburg, Missouri, Twain was describing a contemporary Southern American village to his original reader, rather than glamorizing his subject matter by writing about a more well-known location or glamorous characters. He aimed toward realism in describing the daily lives of average people living on the Mississippi River, people in whom his reader might recognize themselves. His preface explains that much of the book is based on his own experience growing up, implying that little has been reinvented. Yet, even as he set out to tell the stories of ordinary villagers with beliefs and values that represent those of many 19th century Americans, Twain adds embellishments to his depiction, playing up the quaintness of village life, a more realistic
Yes,
view
okay, Mr. Mudar, here.
of
We try
yes.
to understand this important theme, the realism of this story. Twain was describing contemporary Southern American village to his original readers. Contemporary Southern American village. What was the meaning of contemporary? To his
الحياة
المعاصرة.
في جنوب بالضبط تماما
نعم.
القرى المعاصرة في الجنوب الأمريكي.
نعم. Rather than glamorizing his subject matter by writing about more well-known location or glamorous characters. Glamorizing. What's the meaning of glamorizing here?
المعرض.
Can you think about
like a museum?
The most desirable place,
yes.
You can say, the most interesting, the most shining.
Yes.
He aimed towards realism in describing the daily lives of average people living on the Mississippi River. Here it's an important idea in this theme. Describing the daily lives of average people living on the Mississippi River. People in whom his readers might recognize themselves. Here, people in whom might recognize themselves. He preface explains much of the books is based on his own experience growing up. That little has been reinvented, even as he sets out to tell the stories of ordinary villagers. He tries to describe the ordinary villagers with beliefs and values of many mid-19th century Americans. This is an important idea here of this theme. Our writer, Mr. Mark Twain, tries to describe, to analyze the psychological characters of the ordinary villagers in his time, the same period of life, ordinary villages with beliefs and values that represent those of many mid-19th century Americans as embellishments to his depiction, playing out the acquaintance of village life, a more realistic view of community would stress. For example, description of Huck's life as homeless boy. Here, by describing our writer, Mark Twain describes Huck's life as homeless boy who is looked down upon by his elders. Consisting of many short stories with happy ending, The Adventures of Twain is largely sentimental portrait of Mississippi village life, as Twain would like to remember it. Twain does this purposefully to show the reader how building community, a sense of optimism, is an important word here. Can you summarize the main idea, because we read this theme in last lectures. Could you understand the main ideas of this theme, Mr. Muller?
This novel about talk about I thought the hope.
Yes.
Yes, I saw that.
Repeat again, please.
This novel talk about the hope.
Talks.
Yes, talks about hope.
Be careful about grammatical mistakes. Maybe you will be able to analyze the characters. Maybe you'll be able to analyze the themes deeply,
I didn't
carefully.
understand. Can
But
you repeat, please?
yes. I said, please be careful about the grammatical mistakes in the exam. Grammatical mistakes. Be careful about the grammatical mistakes. انتبهوا على الأخطاء القواعدية يا أستاذ مضر. ألو، هل أنت معنا أستاذ مضر؟ الآنسة رفعة، مساء الخير.
مساء النور أستاذ.
كنت أتحدث على الانتباه على الأخطاء. Be careful about the grammatical mistakes in your exam. في الامتحان نركز على الأخطاء القواعدية بقدر تركيزنا على يعني ال content of the themes and about the main ideas of the themes. I organized for you the themes of this novel. Number one, sentimentality and realism. Number one. This is the number one.
Okay.
أي واحد. The second theme here is showing off theme analyze. What's the meaning of showing off? We talked about this theme.
تباهي.
Yes. الرياء، التباهي، كذا. Read to us, Miss Rif'a, to us this, please.
Okay. Showing of theme analysis. Tom wishes at all times to be the center of attention and is bent to share the spotlight with anyone. This desire motivates many of his actions, from picking fights with other boys, to convening to win the honorary Bible at Sunday school, to winning Becky Thatcher's heart at the novel's start. He is frequently short-sighted in his maneuvers to again.
Yes, Rif'a. What
Okay.
are the main ideas till now of these lines? What are the most important ideas here?
Maneuvers
The
to gain
desire
the
to
spotlight.
show off, which is all the time to be the center of attention. This is
Okay.
the most important idea here.
Okay.
Tom tries to
Showing off.
yes, to be the center of the attention and share the spotlight with anyone. The desire motivates many of his actions, from picking fights with other boys to going to win the honorary Bible at Sunday school, winning Bikit.
Okay.
Yes, please. What do you think? Are there any important idea here? Is there any important idea here, please?
He at the novel's start he is frequently يعني كان صريحا
In
short
English,
short
no problem. Okay, if you want to complete the whole theme, to understand more and more the ideas of this theme, no problem. Repeat again. Yes, Mr. Mudar.
Can I read? Can I answer?
Yes, please.
Yes. This novel talked about Tom. Tom was an evil person.
Yes.
So he was showing off.
Yes.
He want to be respect or responsible. He wanted that. Yes. So,
but in analyzing the character of Tom Sawyer himself, we can discover that he is pure and he is
yes,
hearted, not as
not friendly.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think that showing off is related to Tom, the character of Tom here, or to the society itself? Do you think that showing off represented only in the character of Tom, our hero, or represented in all the characters of the society, or all the members of the American society in that time?
At this time?
No. During the period of Tom life, Tom period, and his society. Do you think that is a relationship between Tom in his showing off and his society?
Yes, the most time Tom was showing off.
This disease related only to the character of Tom?
Just Tom, related just with Tom, this character.
But I think Tom doesn't represent only himself. Our writer our writer Mark Twain tries to present his hero as a message to the whole society. The hero doesn't represent himself, but also represents only all the members of that society, all the members of that society, showing off. That's clear?
Yes, yes, clear, yes.
Yes. Can you find another idea here? Who can read more and more to understand the theme deeply, more and more? From here, they want.
Yes, I can read.
Yes.
Yes, they want to be able to post their wealth just like him. So he is hardly alone in his vanity. At its worst, his showing off reveals a selfish strain in Tom's character. Yet Twain depicts the need of attention as just a minor vice, because it is based in a social instinct for connecting to others in the community. Even the teachers at the Sunday school yearn to be recognized as they try to impress Judge Thatcher when he visits there.
Look here, Mudar. Twain depicts the need of attention as just minor vice because it's based in social instinct. Here, it's not related to the character of our hero, but also as a social instinct. What's the meaning of social instinct?
Social,
يعني غريزة اجتماعية أليس كذلك؟
yes,
In connecting to others. The community, complete please here.
yes. Okay. The only character who bears Tom his dramatic flair is Sid, who is mean, spirited, and loner.
Here, please.
Yes.
Only minute.
Even the teachers at the Sunday school yearn to be recognized as as they try to impress Judge Thatcher when he visits their classroom. The only character who beguiled Tom his dramatic flair is Sid, who is mean,
Here
spirited,
we have
and a
only the
loner.
character of Sid. Sid is mean, spirited, and loner. He doesn't believe in showing up. I'm going back to the first theme. Number one, sentimentality and the realism theme analyze.
Yes.
أين سأرفعها؟
Okay. Okay, showing off.
No, I'm going back to the first theme.
Okay, first,
And realism.
okay, and writing about the village of St. Petersburg, Missouri, Twain was describing a contemporary Southern American village to his original readers, rather than glamorizing his subject matter by writing about a more well-known location or glamorous characters. He aimed towards realism in describing the daily lives of average people living on the Mississippi River. People in whom his readers might recognize might recognize themselves. His preface explains that much of the book is based on his own experiences growing up, implying that little has I missed the words. Okay. Implying that little has been reinvented, yet even as he sets out to tell the stories of ordinary villages with beliefs and values that represent those of many-made 19th century Americans. Twain adds
yes, Miss Rif'a, the main idea here that our writer talks about the ordinary villagers, their beliefs,
villagers.
Yes, it's an important idea here. Ordinary villagers with beliefs and values that represents those of many 19th century Americans. Yes, please.
Twain's adds embellishments to his depiction, playing up the quantities, quaintness of village life. A more realistic view of a community would stress, for example, unresolved injustice.
It's an important idea here. It's an important idea, unresolved injustices. Yes, the disparity between rich.
The disparity between rich and poor.
Yes, the conflict between rich and
this is another point. Or the life of a slave in St. Petersburg, as Twain will do in another novel, Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. And there are elements of realism in the adventures of Tom Sawyer. For example, Twain's descriptions of Huck's life as a homeless boy who is looked down upon by his elders.
Yes,
upon
by his elders.
Even though as a novel consisting of many short stories with happy endings, the Adventures of Tom Sawyer is largely a sentimental portrait of Mississippi village life,
Yes,
offering
please, Budak.
okay.
Twain would like to remember it. Twain does this purposely to show the reader how
The reader
it involves a sense of optimism. The writer tries to build a community in a sense of optimism. It's an important line here. An important line. The blue lines are very important. Okay?
okay.
Yes.
The blue lines are very, very important ideas. Twain does this purposely to show the reader how building community involves a sense of optimism. Twain structures the end of the book like a romantic tale, with Tom and Huck actually discovering treasure in haunted house, completely improbable plot twist. This is an important idea here. Twain structures as romantic tale. An important idea here. Completely improbable plot twist implicates the reader in enjoying stories more than realistic ones. Do you have any important idea from this theme? What's the summary of this theme? What's the summary? Do you know anything about the summary of this theme, please? Look here. We are talking not only about the hero, but also about the society in St. Petersburg, contemporary Southern American villagers. Our writer tries to talk about realism, describing the daily lives of average people living on Mississippi River and ordinary villagers with beliefs and values that represent those of many mid-19th century Americans. He tries to talk about unresolved injustices, life of slaves, rich and poor, adventure. Here, the adventure of Tom Sawyer is largely sentimental portrait village life, purposely to show the reader how building community involves sense of optimism. Those are the main ideas of this theme. That's clear?
Yes, clear.
And here showing of theme analyze. If you want to repeat this theme to understand it more and more, what's your opinion? Showing off. Tom wishes all the time. Here is an important idea. Tom wishes all the time to be the center of attention, and he plans to share that with anyone. He tries to, is an important idea here. Motivates many of his actions. It's an important idea as well. Picking fights with other boys to win the honorary Bible at Sunday school. Vicky Thatcher Hart at the novel start. He is frequently short-sighted in his maneuvers to gain the spotlight, which results in his ending up looking foolish, offering onlookers a further entertainment by its end. Tom more mature self has become capable of greater sophistication. Here is an important idea. He earns the spotlight through less clownish behavior. Final discovery of buried treasure makes him the envy of everyone in town. Makes him the envy of everyone in the town. Here we are talking about psychological characteristics of the society. That's right, Mudar? Envy
Yes, right.
is a disease. This disease is related to the society and even related to the evil people who try to thieve all the things from the others. Envy of everyone in town, with many villagers even seeing him as a model for their own behavior as they set off to hunt for buried treasure in haunted. Its showing off reveals a selfish strain in Tom's character. Twain depicts the need for the attention as just minor vice because it's based in a social instinct for connecting to others. It's an important idea here in the community, social in social community. The third theme here, superstition, fantasy, and escape. Theme analyze. In the second part of our lecture, we are going to talk about the third theme here, superstition, fantasy, and escape. And even number 4, the hypocrisy of adult society theme analyze. Hypocrisy of adult society theme analyze. And even adult hypocrisy, the same theme here. And we have boyhood, rebellion, and growing up theme. Boyhood, rebellion, and growing up theme. As well as we have many other themes such as moral and social maturation. So society's hypocrisy, the same theme here. هل تعتبرون هذه المواضيع صعبة مضى؟
والله شوي معاني يا والله شوي صعبة.
لأنه نحن أخذناها صار كررناها بكذا محاضرة نفس المواضيع، بس فقط رتبت لكم إياها ترتيب.
هلا بس الخطوط المعلمة بالأزرق وبالأحمر، هاي الأزرق هو أكثر شيء راح نركز عليها إن شاء الله، اللي اشرت لنا عليها.
بالنسبة للمواضيع نفس المواضيع نحن درسناها في المحاضرات السابقة ولكن من مراجع مختلفة، عملية فقط يعني ترتيبها.
تمام.
Hypocrisy of adult society theme analysis here. Who can read to us this superstition?
Yes.
And escape theme.
Superstition, fantasy, and escape themes analysis. From the first moment of the novel, Tom is on the run, heading out from Aunt Polly with stolen jam. Jam smeared across his face in her closet. In the face of constant scolding and ever boring work, Tom repeatedly manages to
Manages.
escape.
Yes.
Yes, to escape. He plays hockey whenever possible and lives at police house, typically to return only after his bedtime. He also
Yes, please. We are going to start the second part of the lecture here in making a revision about this theme, sentimentality and realism theme analyzed. Please read to us, Ms. Rif'a.
Okay. Sentimentality and realism theme analysis. In writing about the village of St. Petersburg, Missouri, Twain was describing
Contemporary.
contemporary Southern American village to his original readers. Okay. Rather than glamorizing his subject matter by writing about a more well-known location or glamorous characters. He aimed towards realism in describing the daily lives of average people living on Mississippi River. People in whom his readers might recognize themselves. His preface explains that much of the book is based on his own experiences growing up, implying that little has been invented yet, even as he sets out the tale the stories of ordinary villagers with beliefs and values that represent those of many 19th century.
Yes, the main ideas here of this theme that our writer here, Twain's, tries to talk about contemporary Southern American village, and he aimed toward realism in describing the daily lives of average people living on Mississippi River, ordinary villagers with beliefs and values that represents those of many mid-19th century Americans. And the most important idea here, he tries to talk about unresolved injustices, the conflict, disparity, the clash between rich and poor, the life of a slave here, the life of slave. He tries to depict the life of slave in this story. Adventure of Tom Sawyer. Adventure of Tom Sawyer is largely sentimental portrait of Mississippi village life. Twain does the purposefully to show the reader how building community involves a sense of optimism. The blue lines are very important in this theme. That's clear?
Okay.
The second theme here
showing off
of
theme analysis.
Yes.
Com wishes at all times to be the center of attention and is pained to share the spotlight with anyone. This desire motivates many of his actions, from picking fights with other boys to conveying to win the honorary Bible at Sunday school, to winning Becky Thatcher's heart. At the novel's start, he is frequently short-sighted in his maneuvers to gain the spotlight, which results in his ending up looking foolish, offering onlookers and the reader further entertainment by its end.
Yes.
Becomes more.
Yes,
Okay.
my daughter here. The main ideas here, Tom wishes at all time. The first two lines are important here. Tom wishes
Okay.
at all times
Wish
to be
to be center of the
share
attention.
the spotlight with
يعني
anyone.
كان يطمح لحتى يلفت الأنظار لحاله ويكون هو يعني المعني الرئيسي في يعني في عمله.
The desire motivates many of his actions. Here, Tom's, and here the third important idea, Tom, more mature self, has become capable of greater sophistication. Buried treasure, his final discovery is buried treasure is important here. This buried in treasure makes him the envy of everyone in town. Our writer, Mark Twain, tries to mention the diseases of his society. One of these diseases is envy. People, and he tries to depict the psychological characteristics of the American society at that time. Envy of everyone in town. Tom became not only he is not he is envy, but the society is an envy towards Tom. That's right. Own behavior,
Okay.
as they set off to hunt for buried treasure in haunted houses. His showing off reveals selfish strain in Tom's character. It's an important idea here. Showing off
This showing off reveals a selfish strain in Tom's character.
Twain depicts the need for attention as just as minor vice because it is based in social instinct for connecting to others. Here is an important idea in the blue lines. His showing off reveals a selfish strain in Tom's character. Those are two themes. The third theme
Okay.
is important: superstition, fantasy, and escape.
Superstition.
Only just a minute, please. Yes.
Okay. Showing off. Okay. Read.
Yes,
Can I read?
Yes, please.
Fantasy and escape theme analysis. From the first moment of the novel, Tom is on the run, hiding out from Aunt Polly with stolen jam smeared across his face and her clothes. In the face of constant scolding and ever boring work, Tom repeatedly managed to escape. He plays hockey whenever possible, and leaves Aunt Polly's house typically to return only after his bedtime. He also metaphorically
Metaphorically.
escapes metaphorically escapes from the boring routines and rules of daily life in St. Petersburg through fantasy. Fantasy or imagining the world to entertain himself. This might involve acting with other boys.
Yes,
Or
look here, Miss.
exci-
The first important idea here. He also metaphorically
also,
from the
okay.
boring routines. He tries to escape from the routines of his society, not only from the routine, but also from the rules of daily life in St. Petersburg through
He
fantasy.
want to
What's the meaning of
return
fantasy?
the
What's the meaning,
routine.
what's the meaning of fantasy here?
Uh, through a fence or through
Fiction?
a canal.
You can say fiction, something unreal.
Uh, Maybe a canal or a way
Yes,
he went through.
yes. Imagining the world to entertain himself. This might involve play acting with other boys or exaggerating his own achievements. He collects superstitious beliefs. Superstitious beliefs, a cast of subjects reinvented with which to flow his tall tales. He believes in superstitions. Tom draws from books he has read about Robin Hood and other adventures to imagine himself as a hero of romantic tale theory. His everyday woes is more glamorous light, imagination over the course of the novel. Uh, I'm going to summarize this theme for you and send you this summarizing of this theme. It's better, I think. Also, a theme did to the boys come to feel heroic at the novel's end. The adults of St. Petersburg are themselves susceptible to flights of fancy. Consider the minister's extraordinary descriptions of apocalypses in church sermon. Depiction of Tom's playful games are delightful to read over the course of the novel, and while he must gain more realistic view of life as an adult. Can repeat, please, hear this part? Twain's depiction here. Twain's depiction of Tom. Twain's depiction of Tom's playful games are delightful to read over the course of the novel, and while he must gain more realistic view of life as an adult. Twain suggests fantasy provides a way for people to handle the harshness of reality. Harshness of reality. One of the most important theme here, hypocrisy of adult society theme. We are going to analyze this theme. Hypocrisy is an important theme here, as well as the boyhood rebellion and growing up analysis.
I'm sorry for the bad internet.
أيوه.
I'm so sorry.
للأسف يعني المشكلة لا يوجد يعني أحد من المشتركين. سنوقف المحاضرة في عند هذا الجزء. طبعا سنختصر المواضيع ونتابعها إن شاء الله في المحاضرة القادمة next lecture. The main things of our course is the main characters, and some of the themes are important for the exam. Themes and characters.
Okay.
Thank you, and see you next week, inshallah.
And willing, thank you very much.
Yes.
خلصتي؟